everyone, welcome to Vaishai's YouTube channel. We are in the Polity Revision MCQ series. These are prelims specific MCQ series. We are going to revise the polity topics through MCQs. So let's start the video. So before starting the video, I want to tell you that there is already one video which has done, which is uploaded yesterday. So you can see the playlist which is present in the Vaishai's YouTube channel to go through the lecture 1 of this revision MCQs. So let's start today's video. We are going to deal with federalism related MCQs today. Okay. So before starting, let's learn what is federalism. Just have a overview. Federalism is a system of government in which the same territory. So for example, take the case of India. India is one whole territory. This same territory is controlled by two levels of government. Okay, there are many state governments in each state and there is a national government at the center. So there are two sets of government which are controlling the territory of India. So generally an overreaching national government is responsible for the broader government. So national government is useful for the broader governance and the larger territorial areas, whereas the smaller subdivision states and cities govern the issues of the local concern. Both the national government and the smaller political subdivisions have the power to make laws and both have certain level of autonomy for each other. Okay, national government and state governments have power to make laws, and the powers and authorities of the state governments will be derived in the federalism through the written constitution, and the constitution will be rigid in nature. Okay, remember this point. So let's start MCQs. The first MCQ: which of the following statements is or are correct? First statement: Australia and Switzerland has dual citizenship. India, unlike Canada, follows single citizenship. India follows dual polity. So over here, as India is also a federal in structure, India has state governments and central, that is the national governments. So we are following the dual polity. So option 3 is correct. According to this, we can eliminate option A and option B. So statement 3 is correct. Let us see whether statement 1 is correct or not. Australia and Switzerland has dual citizenship. Yes, Australia and Switzerland has dual citizenship. So here we can eliminate option C and ultimately option D is correct. See, now let's go to the statement 2. Statement 2 is saying India, unlike Canada, follows single citizenship. Yes, India follows single citizenship, but here there is a keyword which is called unlike. This unlike is making this statement wrong because Canada also follows single citizenship. If the statement mentions India like Canada follows single citizenship, this statement might have been correct, but it says unlike, so that statement is wrong. So option D is correct for the question number 1. Question number 2. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Statement number 1 says Russia follows unitary model. Statement number 2 says Italy follows unitary model. Statement number 3 says China follows unitary model. And statement number 4 says Argentina follows federal model. As we watch newspaper and news daily, will obviously have surety that China follows the unitary model. Okay, so we can eliminate option A, option B because it doesn't contain the statement number 3 as correct. So let's see whether statement number 1 or statement number 4 is correct. So here statement number 1 says Russia follows the unitary model and statement number 4 says Argentina follows federal model. So Argentina follows federal model whereas Russia doesn't follow unitary model. So we can say option number D, which contains 2, 3 and 4 as statements. So option D for question number 2 is correct. Question number 3. Which of the following characteristics is or are correct about unitary government? So constitution must be written. No divisions of powers. Constitution may be supreme. So here again I will tell you that keywords play a major role. Here, must and may have lot of difference. So, unitary form of government may or may not have the written form of constitution. It may or may not have the constitution which is supreme. And obviously we know unitary form has no division of powers. Ultimate powers lies in the national government. So statement 2 is however correct, and statement 1 is wrong because it is saying it must have the written constitution, but unitary form of government may or may not have the written constitution. So statement number 1 is wrong, so we can eliminate option number B and option number C, which contains statement number 1 as correct. And we saw that statement number 2 correct, so option A is correct for this particular question number 3. So before going to the question number 4, let's see some of the features of unitary form of the government. So here national government may create regional governments in the unitary form of government. Constitution may be written as France and may not be written like Britain. And there are no divisions of powers. All the powers are vested in the central or the national government. Constitution may be supreme like Japan and may not be supreme like Britain. Constitution may be rigid as France, may be flexible as Britain. Judiciary may or may not be independent. Legislature may be bicameral like Britain or unicameral like China. So these are the features of the unitary form of government. These can be most probably asked in a match the following way of MCQs, or they can be asked in a statement form. So remember these points clearly. So here you can see the distinguish between differences between the federal government and the unitary form of the government. Federal government has two levels of the government, that are the national governments and the state government, whereas unitary model has only one form of government, that is the national government. In the federal government, political powers will be shared by two levels of the government. That is, we have dual polity in the federal government. In the unitary government, political power will be held by central government only. The constitution is rigid and codified in the federal government, and in the constitution is flexible and uncodified in the unitary form of government. In the federal government, different types of laws, that are the central and the state laws, occurs. In the unitary form of government, only one set of law, that is the uniform form of the government, uniform for whole country, is present. Question number 4. Which of the following is or are correct regarding Indian states? Statement number 1 says Indian states have territorial integrity rights. Parliament can change boundaries of any states unilaterally. Parliament can change name of the state unilaterally. So in the India, Parliament has a power to change boundaries and change the name of the states unilaterally. So option 2 and option 3 are correct. And in the option number 1, it says Indian states have territorial integrity rights. This is wrong. They don't have any territorial integrity rights. So option B, which contains statement number 2 and statement number 3, is correct for this question. Question number 5. Which of the following statements are correct? Statement number 1 says Indian system is based on representation on the basis of population in upper house. The American system follows the principle of equal representation in upper house. Yes, statement number 2 is correct because America has 50 states and each state has 2 representatives in their upper house. In the Indian system, we have representation in the upper house, that is Rajya Sabha, based on the population of that state. For example, UP, which is the highly populated state in India, has highest number of seats in Rajya Sabha in India. So both the option 1 and 2 are correct. So option number C for fifth question is correct. Question number 6. Which of the following statements is or are correct? First statement, a federal structure during emergency can be converted to unitary through amendment. Statement number 2 says 3 types of emergencies are provided in Indian Constitution. Yes, we all know that there are 3 types of emergencies that are mentioned in the Indian Constitution, and when emergency occurs, automatically federal structure will be converted into unitary structure. It doesn't require any amendment. So statement number 1 is wrong and statement number 2 is correct. So option A, that is 2 only, is correct for question number 6. Question number 7. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Statement number 1 says, in a unitary government, regional government derives power from the national government. Indian federal system is based on the Canadian model. Powers in federal system are divided to regional governments based on the written constitution. Yes, we have learned this feature initially. So statement number 3 is correct. So we can eliminate option B and option C. And coming to Indian federal system is based on the Canadian model. Yes, we have derived the federal system of India from the Canadian model. So option number 2, statement number 2 is also correct. So option A is correct for this particular answer. All the 3 statements are correct. Statement number 8. Sorry, question number 8. Which of the following features is or are correct about federal government? Dual government, unwritten constitution, and the bicameral legislature. Yes, we know that the federal system of government has a dual government. One is the national government, one is the state government. So dual system of government, and it has unwritten constitution. No, it doesn't have unwritten constitution. Federal government must have the written constitution, and it should have the bicameral legislature. So option B for this particular question number 8 is correct. Question number 9. Which of the following statements is or are correct? Statement number 1 says federation can be formed by the way of integration or disintegration. Statement number 2 says US is the first and the oldest federation in the world. Statement number 3 says a big unitary state is converted into federation by granting autonomy to the provinces to promote regional interest. All the 3 statements are correct over here. So option D, 1, 2 and 3 is correct. So that is it for today's class. I hope so you liked this revision series. If you are liking this revision series, comment with your feedback in the comment section and like the video and share it with your friends also. So take care guys. Let's meet with another video. Until then, bye bye.